Welcome back to the Keboola Getting Started tutorial series. In our previous sessions, we successfully loaded data into Keboola. Now our Keboola storage contains multiple tables extracted from various sources. Today, we will demonstrate how to create a transformation using a SQL query to generate a new output from these input tables. So, let's get started. To begin, navigate to the Transformation section. If you haven't created any transformations yet, click on Create Transformation to set up your first one in Keboola. You have multiple options for transformations, including Python, SQL, or no-code solutions. For this tutorial, we'll use a Snowflake SQL transformation as our project is connected to a Snowflake database. Depending on your setup, you might see different database backends available. Select Snowflake SQL transformation and let's proceed. Name the transformation something descriptive, like denormalize opportunities, as we will be organizing and processing data related to opportunities. You can also add a description to clarify the transformation's purpose, and optionally place it in a specific folder for better project organization. Click Create Transformation to set it up. The transformation configuration consists of several sections that we'll need to fill out to run the transformation successfully. Essentially, you'll be setting up a SQL query to execute on a schedule, automating your data processing tasks. First, configure the table input mapping, specifying which tables from Keboola storage we'll be using in our query. This step ensures that the transformation knows exactly what data to work with. Next, we'll enter our SQL query under the Query section. This query defines the data transformation we wish to perform. For this tutorial, you can find the necessary SQL code in the Keboola documentation under the Data Manipulation section. Copy and paste the query into Keboola and save it. Now set up the table output mapping. This configuration tells Keboola where to store the output of our transformation. For instance, we might name the output table opportunity_denorm. Decide whether to store it in an existing bucket or create a new one. It's recommended to use the out stage for transformed data ready for consumption. Remember, Keboola keeps a version history of all changes. This feature allows you to compare and restore previous versions if needed. You can also use variables and multiple code blocks for more advanced configurations, which are covered in detail in the Keboola Academy. Once your setup is complete, run the transformation. Keboola will create a new schema under the storage database, in this case, Snowflake. The tables specified in the input mapping are cloned into this schema. The SQL query then executes within this schema, producing the new table called opportunity_denorm. After processing, the transformation moves the output tables into the production storage, keeping the transformation execution isolated from the main data storage. This isolation ensures data integrity and consistency. Once done, you'll be able to find your transformed data ready in Keboola storage. Congratulations! You've successfully created and executed a data transformation using SQL in Keboola. This powerful feature allows you to automate and streamline your data workflows. In our next tutorial, we'll explore more advanced data manipulation techniques. Congratulations! You've successfully created and executed a data transformation using SQL in Keboola. This powerful feature allows you to automate and streamline your data workflows. In our next tutorial, we'll explore more advanced data manipulation techniques.